Nyankopon kuntontwene na saa ne som nyame a anketia ade we baaye ye se kristofo nyina munyina mom support na kwasea we ti parliament wa dwom saa ta na ne refi se oyo nyame adwuma na oye kwasea ne tiri fin se fulani na ase na ye me ya se obi a ne ahye ne sofo do nam Ghana ama ne tiri efu no keka nkwasea sem nkwasea de ekoso Ghana nyina nkwara wo school ye mo poisoned rice any ade na this guy was supervising it. Why we so nyame nipa Ntim Fordjour or your former education minister no na deputy or so your sofo. I'll show you the reason why Ntim America say we were Jimmy for he's not supposed to be entertained. Onenema and the inkofobia kasetia Christosum saso your sofo, one of the most despicable foolish men in Ghana today. Yepe one of the dishonest nipa on kanu krewa asasi we swa Yakupon eni se o money space biawo na hinema ya sakwa we. Or one of the most foolish people and this year that they come back to parliament. I send out for a Christopher Amuguo. As I'm paying you with a demon time a case in the bar ya na yes say was say omugitum ne ekọ sign na tumutum eyifro saa software na parliament ka say omumpene and the kwasi ampanyin say oh mahama abadia ye sadic bill na ba e ma mahama sign kwasi awetumi gina ni pedim so oyesofo onye nipa also kuta bible so nyankopon ku ne totwene ye ingrate or ye hypocrite ye mfa ne nkyekere man Jimmy for we na odi wenim se MP e Christopher amukọ na asore kwasi ampanyin wetina parliament ka kire Ghana for say Ekufu Addo ne MPP wo power nko ade tumutum ne ensan ade akyen de a so me na me bedi anim abuofunu
Reverend Ntim Fordjour and then they know what children were Kevin Taylor and say, hey, Kevin Taylor, send your was to be money, Reverend Ntim Fordjour, and no wedding. I send South MP, and say, or the revelations be by a fat a year in Bonibia, I could PM, I walk to Cadahons and Sama, or they bought NDC Querduno, and that day, the one Sama could pay Kevin Taylor, did not send a Kevin Taylor to be a man or software. Ara ho kra Kevin Taylor chema so free ni pay ni kwan se Nyankopon so so Nyankopon se be Nyankopon kuni kra free ase eye nsem na no eden na eye sa so free na ebra LGBT o mo hwe se eye gay for and lesbian for sense me o mehwe no ma yi o ma free Ghana brand MPP so free hwe se on sign e ma ye nyi free wo na free amahama aba power ne de so free say o na ebi de ni ma me ye free se ma Kevin Taylor aka che Reverend Ntim no ano eden
nti Ekufu Addo ne eye some political headmasters. They were the ones running our education in the name of free SHS. And to be say, na ye man krano nkwasi aduane, na ye feeding kwara na ebi wu, na the parents could not do anything because what Ekufu Addo now buying a year and they say they cut the parents out. Until Haruna Idrisu came to power, obey education minister, and I'll catch Ghana for say it will be very important to add a year parents to your school no because I was say agofo no hu senior omoma no ye hwe day in day out di omu di omu be hye baby omu be da ensu omu di dware I was say agofo no play a role and intina about 8 years ni NDC were opposition because we needed to review the free SHS because I was say they teach agofo no eka ho I was say jeje adwenkyere na ye de ye ne yie enti time na John Mahama ne NDC Professor Nano Pokwaje eka review no these were the things they were talking about. You cannot cut parents out of a child's education. They wanted the parents to be part of the education. Senebeya they can also direct parents omoboa teachers emoma ahwe omoma no they are not taking control. They are just basically an advisory body. They help sometimes financially PTA no edisika dey etu schools sim emane boa schools no. So why would the government say we don't need parents to be part of our kids' education? In the Haruna Idrisu education minister will say no. PTA to be reintroduced into our educational system. In the Haruna Idrisu catch Ghana for dabi. The reason why Krampoti and free SHS engine and national say ye awofo ne free mu. Inti enkwara ne bi Krampoti no more respect to awofo no because they saw say awofo did not have a say in their education. Normally say akora ko school na say ohuni ma me kura na ne papa wo school so oba PTA eno keke no onim say there's some supervision onim say the teacher ebetima report no onim say eye de obi is in charge the moment I obetwa sa de na free mu no the kids feel say the parents no do not have any control on the education into be say the school any enkwara no any aban no kwa na edili into akora no yare a awofo ni nim most akora na wu. Say school ni hospital papa clinic ni wo awofo na wo se omukasem me ye clinic papa e man nkora nya good health care no awofo na etwa omagu na nkora na iwu eduane na enye ti Haruna Idrisu aba and say no we need to reintroduce because Ekufu Addo aban no they took out PTA which was dangerous and which is still dangerous. Now something has happened. Debi ameka say MPP for Jimmy. MPP for almost followers, 90% of them, they are foolish, they are ignorant. Majority are illiterate. MPP for party no, in penifone who say followers ne Jimmy, they know. After your market, when you say 90% of MPP followers, Jimmy, he knows. And they always feed them with idea be exciting. Now, you know, Papa we on in a year MP. Or your former education minister, not a deputy, or so your suffer. Yep, one of the dishonest nipa on kanu krewa asasi we sua onyankopon eni se o mani space bia wo na hiniema ya sakwa we. One na ma ende nkofo bi kasetia Christosom osase your suffer. One of the most despicable foolish men in Ghana today. I'll show you the reason why Ntiameka we were Jimmy for. He's not supposed to be entertained. Ana me ya say obi ani ahya ne sofo do nam Ghana no ma de tiriwe fu no keka nkwase asem. This guy was the deputy education minister. Nkwase ade e course Ghana nyina nkwara wu school ye mo poisoned rice any ade na this guy was supervising it. Akwa we so enyame nipa. Now how you Idris Beka say we need to bring back PTA no quickly and a suffer kronvo we are on kanokre or say nobody abolished PTAs. What we did was abolish PTA levies. Or see, on the time and now, education minister, no, on a country, LED education, no, they never abolished PTA. In fact, the Oma abolished here, they say, they abolished PTA levies. We, or American Muslim, on we preko, and so no preko unquine. Man Kobi, party no one Kobi, Intiaka party no one sama, Eden or Kebi. Also, I kwasia. Osi o PTA no oma abolish it. Nemum omu levis ni abolish it. And I'm say party mu wan kobi. Inti ye ka de si o party na so a e den na wanu dem. Wa wo so won wi preko. E den na onum preko nkwan. Se PTA no wa abolish a e den na PTA no abolish omu levis no. Obetimi ka dem say we did not abolish the PTA but we abolished their levies. The PTA basically they support the schools. In fact, unsasima yendi yawo. Say Kenya the financial supporter, any the advisory supporter PTA Ediba schools now, we would have never considered PTA to be part of the school and I say building education in Ghana. The reason why we need PTA, no, there are so many reasons in here PTA. We need them at a point that schools need here financial help. Omu step in, they pay, they help, they sustain. Omu here advisory help. PTA I will follow to be TM, almost to the advice ba. So you cannot tell me, say, why you need secret free? Why then? Why abolish levies? No, now PTA no abolish it. Now, I'm sure why this man is a liar. You see this document. This is a statement. Council rejects Parents Association once PTA maintained. Where year 2024 January. Time omucha PTA muno. PTA council no eba out be catch buying say you guys should not take us out. We are part of education in Ghana. Into usha PTA for no crampo eba until be release statement catch buying say you cannot cut us out of our kids' education. This story was reported by Air Joy on the 17th of January 2024. But sa kwana also yes for no catch Ghana for say omo abolish PTA no hwade. This is a Ghana education service document. Mummy read the document we na me mount here says sa papa na your friend of Fordjour said na or ye Asin South MP no or one of the most foolish people in this year that they come back to parliament. On senko fo we no omo just say Ghana for Jimmy. Now mummy anko hwe Ghana education service did they basically take out PTA from from running our schools? Mummy anko hwe document no. Ntim Fordjour. Now, this is what the document says, and this is a GES document. Who read the document? It says this: recent past developments. The Heads and Parents Teacher Associations (PTAs) had always collaborated in the past in the prioritization of projects and activities for execution in schools. It was, however, not until 2013 that schools' heads were made signatories to PTA accounts. The latter opinions. Sorry, let me take this again. The Heads and Parents Teacher Associations, PTAs, had always collaborated in the past in the prioritization of projects and activities for executions in schools. It was, however, not until 2013 that school heads were made signatories to PTA accounts following recommendation by the Auditor General. In the latest opinion, PTA funds remained public funds and needed to be subject to audit. Prior to this, PTAs operated their own accounting systems without references to the school's head. This created serious financial challenges in some schools. It is in light of this that heads were directed by the Auditor General and the Director General of Ghana Education Service to get involved in the management of the finances of the PTAs to restore sanity. Now, so we read the document, this is what you see. In the recent past, there have been some developments within the operations of PTAs which thwarted government's effort at ensuring universal access to education, specifically at the senior high school level. These have been related to imposition of levies which have led to the denial of some students access to academic work or school facilities and structure by virtue of some parents either refusing or unable to contribute to the activities of PTAs. Some PTAs instituted outrageous levies which sought to defeat the purpose for which the free SHS policy was introduced. In the same vein, the PTA levies affected the free compulsory basic education, that's FCUB, policy at the basic school level. It made some children to drop out of school as a result of the inability of their parents to pay such levies. Now, in response to these developments, the management of Ghana Education Service, and that is the part that we have actually marked red. So, part now I'm marking red now. This is what it says. In response to these developments, the management of Ghana Education Service, and this is what it says. A, suspended the imposition of levies in all schools. B, directed the reorganization of parent-teachers associations to parent-teachers parent associations, that is, to limit the involvement of management and staff of the schools. Management has therefore developed the PA guidelines as follows. Now, what they did, MPP Abandon say, one, like the guy said, or say, they did what? They suspended the imposition of levies in all schools. Into PTA levies, and they went on to do what? They directed the reorganization of Parents Teachers Association, that is PTAs, to Parent Association. So what they did was, after they took away the levies, they also stripped the Parents Teachers Association. They took the parents out and make it they took the teachers out and make it only Parent Association. So there was no collaboration between the parents, the teachers. What the Ekufuor government and the country and the Fordjour and they say, levies free one, and they strategically they separated the teachers from the parents. Into the parents did not have a say when the government and the teachers took decisions. Technically, you as a government, you have taken out the parents. In the Saukachem say, you directed the reorganization of Parents Teachers Association, PTAs, to Parent Association. Then you are trying to tell me, say, the collaboration between teachers and parents, you have taken it away. You are basically making them independent. You are making them autonomous. Now they cannot collaborate to basically get to that point whereby they can both come to a conclusion about the kids, their future. Into say Haruna Idrisika say he wants to reintroduce PTA. He wants to bring teachers and parents together to think and come up with solutions that will help the education of the kids. You cannot take levies and you cannot separate the teachers from the parents. What you need to do is, if even you take the levies out, the parents and teachers are supposed to be thinking together. They are supposed to collaborate to get to the bottom of problems and also get solutions to problems. Inti Saukachem say you did not scrap PTA, then you are basically lying to the Ghanaian people. If you did not have any problem with Parents Teachers Association, then why did you reorganize it? Because when you reorganize something, it means its original form was not right. You did not like it. For when you review education, it means there's something being done which isn't right that needs to be corrected. If you reorganize, then it means in its original form, you did not like it. You want it to be done in a different way. And that is what we are talking about to say. It means that during the MPP era, PTA, Mugu, and Haruna Idrisu NDC for say, they are going to bring the PTA back. There should be a collaboration between teachers and parents. The money aspect is one thing. But when the teachers and parents don't have a collaboration, they cannot reason together. They cannot think about the kids, their education. Then that disconnects, and then the enquirano sebio omutumia di omoye. It is very important to say, politicians as a political party and as a politician, about enquire education, you are not supposed to play politics with it. These are the documents. What actually caused the redirection? What made you people reorganize? What caused the reorganization? One way you live is nephew. Why don't you keep the name? Why don't you keep the PTA? Why do you take teachers out of the Parents Association? Because you don't want the parents to have direct influence and direct access to education. Into the NDC say they are bringing PTA. I was say awofo no any teachers no esia a discussing omunkwara no education. It is a what to say sa papa we sa man we ojina TV so catch will say PTA no MPP time omo ntwema oye sofo kromfo mo china mo hwe nasum mo china mo hwe nasum mumbusa ne say. So if you reorganized, what made you reorganize? Because you cannot change something from its original form when you don't have a problem with it. You had a problem with it, that's why you reorganized it. What was the problem? You didn't want the parents to be complaining about the bad food. You didn't want the parents to be telling Ghana for say you didn't want the parents to tell Ghana for say Ekufuado's free SHS is bad. So you blacked out the parents. Now deliberate, almost share that because no one per se parents ebenya control of omunkwara education. That is why under Ekufuado any MPP free SHS the awofo no omuni say they deliberately took out PTA. Senka PTA very effective and can kwasiade ehu no under Ekufuado free SHS nka